Today, I'm going to show you exactly how much money Spotify has paid me for 2.5 million streams. And in addition to that, I will also show you how much Apple Music and other streaming platforms have paid. And at the end of this video, I'll show you how much money I've made from streaming, if any at all, considering all the costs that goes into recording, promotion, and so on and so forth. So let's dive straight into it. Drum roll, please. This is exactly how much I've made with my music over all streaming platforms. $6,515.70. So let's break it down per platform. When we break it down by service, we see right here that Spotify has the lion's share, $5,713 out of the 6,500 or whatever it was. 80 or 90% of all my streaming revenue is coming from Spotify. Next up is Apple Music, which has paid me $646, or about 10% of all my revenue. And finally, everyone else combined doesn't make up much. I'll try to total it down here. As you can see, there's $27, $5, $5, $45 from YouTube Red. And now for us to break it down song by song, Temple of the Dragon, my best performing song, has 1.7 million streams, and that accounts for $4,620. To note, that is only 75% of the revenue that it's brought in, as I worked with my friend Justin, who co-produced and mixed the song, and he's getting 25%, or roughly $1,500 or so. And all of these dollars are in US dollars, by the way. And then as you can see, it gets significantly lower. My second most played song is 1/10 of my first most played song. And as a result, I get $377 on my second most played song, $300 on my third most played songs, despite it being more played. And that's because it's probably played in non-Western or non-US countries, whereas I already know was played a lot in the US market. And now looking at the worst performing songs, some of the worst performing songs, Beautiful, Forever After, Can't Pretend, they're all getting about $6 each. And each of them, I gotta say, probably cost over $1,000 to make, which brings me to my next point. By the way, if you're looking for a distributor, DistroKid's been good to me. I think I pay about $50 a year for them, and they've done a fine job. So if you're looking for one, use my referral link down below for 7% off, and in return, I get $10 if you do. That brings me to my next point. In recording costs alone, that's with recording studios, mixing, mastering, software used. This is like 15 out of 17 of my release tracks cost maybe $20,000, whereas the 2 release tracks, Temple of the Dragon, there's 2 versions of it, that didn't cost much at all. And that made $4,600, whereas the rest, they made like $1,500 or whatever, $2,000, and they cost $20,000 to make. Now, was it worth it though? I mean, of course I have to say it was worth it. Music was always a dream of mine to pursue, and I'm really glad I did. It helped me find my voice, to express myself better. That said, as was evident in the breakdown, music doesn't need to cost a lot of money. In fact, the one song that actually brought in a significant amount of money didn't really cost much to make. It's a song that I really crafted and put in a lot of effort into. I fine-tuned every single thing myself, and I think that's the difference between a 99% finished product versus a 90% finished product where I brought into the studio and got help flushing it out. I think at the end of the day, in all creative pursuits, the difference between something that's 90% complete and 99% complete isn't 9%. It's the difference between 1,000 streams versus 1,000,000 streams. When it gets competitive like that, a video or a piece of art or music that's slightly better is gonna return more than tenfold. It's gonna be exponential in its gains. Well, that's about it. If you like this video and you're feeling a little generous and you want to support me, I've got a couple t-shirts for sale, black or white. As well, I've got my vinyl For the Good right here. If you want to cop one, link is down in the description below. If you got any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any that you have. Thanks for watching.